So I think it's a tool that families can use to check the platform and see what the savings will actually be in their household.
Would you consider it a game changer for voters?
Well, it's an important tool, I'll say that, and I think it does make the election campaign more interactive for families, especially many young families who are trying to get enough money saved to buy their first home, or people who are renting and students. They can put in their will be able to find out exactly how much the relocation allowance will mean to them over a 4-year period. So it's an exciting tool, I think, to get people more involved in the campaign.
Why do you have it out about a week ago if it's as important as it is? Because it's kind of tough for families to basically, in the last week of the campaign, that hasn't probably created as much interest as past campaigns, to basically decide this is now the time I really want to invest in my interest in an NDP campaign when I've heard so much negative about it.
Yeah, I think the idea is the last week of a campaign, I always find, is when people really start to get engaged. I think those of us who are excited about campaigns 3 years ahead are a little bit in a very different category. Very few people lay awake at night thinking about the election date. I'm sure Mr. Wall and myself and our teams are in a different category. I find the last week of a campaign is when people really say there's a campaign on. I haven't looked at the platforms. I'm going to do it now. I'm really busy. And so I think this is a perfect time to put the calculator out.
Do you think it bolsters the Saskatchewan Party's criticism that this is just about giveaways, money, cha-ching?
No, I think it will do the opposite, because we have shown the public where the money's coming from very clearly on the royalty increase from a nickel to a dime on every dollar of sales. And then the calculator will show how that money is going to be spent to make their life more affordable. It's their potash. They believe they should be getting a little more. And then the other thing is, of course, in an election campaign, in order to make it happen, you have to go to the polls, and I think both the Sask Party and the New Democrats are pushing members to get out to vote. I noticed Mr. Wall was talking about motivating his voters to get out to vote. That same challenge exists for the New Democrats as well.
Did I hear